Hello, this presentation will be on program extensions. My name is Jamie Surdich, and I am the International Student and Scholar Advisor in the International Programs and Services Department at Michigan Tech. Here is some general information pertaining to program extensions. F and J students, when they are admitted to Michigan Tech, must complete their degree requirements in a certain amount of time that is indicated on their I-20 or their DS 2019. Your program end date, which is an estimated end date, is printed on page 1 of your documents. If you need more time to complete the degree requirements for your program, you must apply for a program extension before your end date that is listed on your I-20 or DS 2019. If you apply after your program end date, we can no longer process your request because your record will then be in terminated status. If you have a program extension that has been granted and approved and you receive a new I-20 or DS 2019, you will no longer be eligible to apply for curricular practical training, also known as CPT. The reason for this is because you are here on an F or J visa, which is for academic and student purposes. If we extend your program and you end up applying for CPT, it looks like you extended your program just so you could work, which is not allowed as per the government. So once you have a program extension granted, it is important to note that you will no longer be eligible. You may qualify for a program extension if your I-20 or your DS 2019 program end date has not passed yet, if you have continuously maintained your F or J student status for the full duration of your time at Michigan Tech, and if you have a delay in completing your program, and that is because of a compelling academic or medical reason. If you need a program extension due to academic reasons, there are a list of options in which this could fall under. For example, if you change your major while you are here on your program, that could potentially put you back in terms of your expected graduation date, which would make you eligible for a program extension. If you have a change in your research topic and that puts you farther on in your degree and you need more time for your research, you would also be eligible. And also, if you are doing research and there are unexpected research problems that you run into, you will also be eligible. If you need the program extension due to medical reasons, this would require you to submit documentation to us from a United States licensed medical physician. So be sure that if you do need a medical program extension, you request this from your doctor and you submit it when you submit your request. If you are eligible for an extension, this is now the steps on how to apply for that extension. We do have a program extension request Google form on the International Programs and Services website, and there are a list of documents you will also need to submit in this Google form. The first being your academic advisor's recommendation form. You will need to complete the top portion of this form, and your advisor will complete the bottom portion. Part of their portion will ask them what your new program end date will need to be. We can only extend records up to 1 year at a time, and a second program extension is rare. So be sure that your advisor knows that when they put your new program end date. If you are an undergraduate student, you will need to submit an affidavit of financial support. And if you are a graduate student, you will need to submit a certification of finances form. Both of these forms show where your funding is coming from and shows that you are able to fund your education for another year or however long you need your extension. If you are not a supported student, you can also include your bank statements to show that you have the funding for an additional year. There may be additional documentation that you need to submit. For example, if you are getting the program extension due to a medical condition, you will need to include that letter that I had just mentioned. If you have already had a program extension, again, a second program extension is rare. And so if you are applying for your second program extension, you will need to include a letter from your academic advisor explaining why another extension is needed. If you are on a reduced course load and you are planning on graduating this semester, and you then need another semester or another year to complete your degree, you will also need a letter from your advisor indicating that reason. Once you collect all of these documents, you can then upload it into our Google form and we can move forward with the processing. Please note that this processing of your program extension may take up to 5 working days to process. So please be patient once you submit your request and we will be in contact. Since we cannot process an extension once your program end date hits, please be sure that you submit your extension request far enough in advance with enough time for our department to process. 1 to 2 months prior is ideal to allow us enough time. And also, we are not able to process these requests too far in advance because the government will wonder how you have an exact date of when you will need to complete your degree. So 1 to 2 months prior is what we suggest to submit the documents. Once your request has been processed and approved, we will send you an email with your new I-20 or DS 2019. Please note that the government is now accepting electronic signatures, so this I-20 and DS 2019 will only send via email with electronic signatures. So for travel purposes, please be sure that you print this document and bring it with you and ensure that you have a valid travel signature on it as well. If we need any additional information for your program extension request, we will also reach out via email letting you know what information we need. Thank you for watching this presentation. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our department. Our email and phone number are listed on this slide. Otherwise, all of this information can be found on our website, which is linked on the bottom of this slide, as well as additional information for your time while you are here at Michigan Tech. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.